Well, this guy scored a D minus. I think with this guy, the best advice I can give you is walk away. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is more likely to talk big than to go far. He has a way with words and can impress people with his ideas, but when it comes to putting in steady effort, he quickly loses interest or gets distracted. He might jump from place to place hoping for quick success.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he tends to break down rather than bounce back. He may get angry quickly, snap at people, or even shout. Instead of calmly solving problems, he's likely to blame others or retreat and sulk.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work probably find it hard to truly like or respect him. On the surface, he may talk politely and put on a good face, but his lack of understanding for others and quick temper make real friendships tough. Many around him might feel like they have to walk on eggshells to avoid setting him off.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he is very likely to feel insecure and upset rather than proud. Instead of celebrating your achievements, he may react with jealousy or anger and might even make cutting remarks or try to pick fights. There is a chance he'll withdraw and act distant, refusing to talk about your success.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he's likely to feel resentful and insecure deep down. He may not always say it outright, but his attitude could shift. He might act cold, make snide comments, or pick arguments over small things. This can build up tension at home and leave you feeling guilty for your own achievements.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's unlikely to handle money with care. He may spend impulsively, especially when upset or trying to impress others without really thinking about the future. When disappointed or stressed, quick buys and risky decisions can happen.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is more likely to pretend to be richer than he really is. To impress people or feel important, he might buy things he can't afford or brag about a lifestyle that isn't realistic. He may dress flashy or spend on big things just to get noticed, even if it puts him in trouble later.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not truly open handed or warm hearted in daily life. He may act polite on the surface, but deep down, kindness and real generosity are not his natural way. He can come across as distant or uncaring, especially when you need comfort or support.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more likely to be secretive and controlling about money than open and honest. He might hide his spending, keep details of his earnings to himself, or make financial decisions without discussing them with you. This pattern can lead to arguments and mistrust in the relationship.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework is mostly your job, not his. He won't have much patience for daily chores and may even get annoyed if asked to help out. This attitude can make you feel unsupported and exhausted while he stays busy with his own interests.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will most likely help by telling you what to do rather than actually doing anything himself. When it comes to chores or baby care, he may stand around, give advice, or point out what's wrong, but rarely get his own hands dirty. If you ask for real help, he might get irritated, make excuses, or disappear.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually argues to prove he's right instead of trying to understand your side. If you share your feelings or opinions, he's likely to interrupt, talk over you, or insist that you're wrong. He wants to win the argument more than solve the problem and doesn't make much effort to listen or understand where you're coming from.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's likely to say hurtful things or even act aggressive rather than staying respectful. His temper can flare up quickly, and he might shout, use harsh words, or make cruel remarks that sting for a long time. Instead of solving problems calmly, he tends to make them worse with his outbursts.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is definitely the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. His temper is short, and small problems can set him off, sometimes in ways that feel scary or unpredictable. No matter how much you hope things will get better, this pattern rarely changes.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry or take responsibility when he's wrong. Instead, he's quick to blame you or someone else for any problem, even when it's clearly his fault. This means you may end up apologizing just to keep the peace, while he avoids facing his own mistakes.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not likely to respect your boundaries and may have trouble accepting when you say no. If you set limits, he might push back, argue, or try to make you feel guilty for standing your ground. He often puts his own wishes first and may not care much about your comfort or needs. Your no deserves to be heard and honored, never ignored.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding and respecting your feelings, he might get upset, accuse you of not caring, or act cold and distant. He may pressure you, make you feel guilty, or even throw a tantrum.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Sadly, you cannot fully trust him to handle your private moments with care. If there is an argument or if he feels upset, he may bring up personal things you have shared or done together, using them to hurt or embarrass you. You deserve someone who guards your secrets, not someone who uses them against you.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is more likely to be easily distracted by other women than to remain truly faithful. He often seeks attention and likes to feel admired, so he may flirt openly or keep in touch with women behind your back. Even if he promises loyalty, his actions can make you feel uncertain and insecure.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be overpossessive, acting jealous, controlling, and always suspicious. He may question where you go, who you talk to, or even check your phone or social media. He may try to control your actions, limit your freedom, or make you feel guilty for wanting space.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what seems like a protective nature is really a sign of a controlling personality. He may say he's just looking out for you, but his actions cross the line, telling you what to wear, where you can go, or whom you can talk to. True care is about respect and freedom, not control.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is likely to expect you to do most of the parenting work rather than seeing it as a team effort. Even if he offers big talk about being a father, in daily life, he often leaves the hardest and most important parts, like caring for the kids, homework, and discipline, up to you. If things go wrong, he might blame you or step back even more.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is more likely to lose his temper than to stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional moments can set him off, leading to shouting, scolding, or even saying things that hurt. This can leave everyone in the home feeling tense and drained.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to support your role as both a mother and your own person. Instead of cheering you on when you balance family and your own dreams, he may criticize or make you feel guilty for focusing on yourself. This attitude can make you feel trapped and unappreciated instead of respected and loved.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may seem to support your career at first, but is likely to change his tune once children come along. He might encourage your work now, but later demand that you quit your job or cut back for the sake of the family, expecting you to handle everything at home. This shift can come as a shock and leave you feeling cornered with little say in decisions about your own life.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to just act polite on the surface with your parents rather than showing real warmth or genuine care. While he might use good manners and say the right things during visits, his heart isn't truly invested in building a strong bond with them. Deep conversations or thoughtful gestures may be lacking, and he could lose patience quickly if things don't go his way. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust for him rather than making an effort to fit in himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to make things worse instead of handling it calmly. His quick temper and impatience can lead to arguments, harsh words, or even bigger family fights. This adds extra pressure on you and makes family times much harder than they need to be.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may act modern and open minded with you in private, but expect you to become the perfect traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He might ask you to dress a certain way, behave quietly, or take on extra duties when family is around, even if it's not how you usually live together. Instead of supporting your true self, he's likely to push you to fit an image for others' approval, ignoring your comfort or preferences.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with them rather than truly supporting you. He may avoid getting involved, leave you to manage the problem alone, or agree with his relatives just to keep peace on his side. If you feel hurt or treated unfairly, he may brush off your feelings or ask you to adjust for the sake of family harmony.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is likely to be a mummy's boy, meaning he puts his mother's wishes or opinions above yours, especially during conflicts. If there's a disagreement between you and his mother, he'll often choose her side or ask you to adjust and keep quiet for the sake of peace. You deserve someone who respects and stands by you as his partner.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, He is the kind of man who may share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. Instead of keeping personal matters between you both, he might go to them for advice, support, or even sympathy, telling them things you expected would stay private. It also means your side of the story and feelings may not be respected or understood at home, leaving you feeling exposed, judged, and alone.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, all in all, not looking that great. This guy scores a D minus. As I mentioned at the start, I think with such guys, the best way is to walk away. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel draining and lonely. You'll likely carry most of the work at home and in the relationship, with little real support from him.